Good morning, anglers. Welcome to this week's Indian Lake Fishing Report, brought to you by Mike's Bait and Tackle, Route 235, Lakeview, Ohio. This week's report is for the week of August 6th. Water temperature is currently estimated at 75 degrees. Not a lot has changed. That hot bite is still on. It's surprising, but we've had those cool nights, so that water temperature stayed at a good temperature, but that's sure to change here this coming week. The dog days are upon us, and there's no better time than to stock up on tackle. I wanted to talk to you about that for a minute and be serious about something here. Since this pandemic started, 15, 18 months ago, whatever it is, there's been shipping problems for a long time, and with things ramping back up, my prediction is I don't see shipping on products getting any better. So my advice to you is I would try to stock up for your fall bite. Things are probably only going to get worse. History repeats itself, I wanted to take a couple minutes here to mention a few people here. As you know, the angling community is a great community, man. It's made up of a lot of great outdoor people, and that's a great group down at the lake, man. They go above and beyond to help people. I wanted to say, give a big shout out to Eric Moon. I want to thank him. He hooked me up with a brand new Bimini top for my boat. Man, that's well appreciated. If I can get that on there working right, I can do some great filming from the boat. Keep the equipment shaded and out of the weather, out of the rain and everything. So, big thanks to you, Eric. Man, that's great. Saw guy, man. Saw guy, that freaking bite is hot, and them guys are getting them out in the boat, man. They pretty much quit trolling. They're throwing jerk baits, crank baits. If you have whopper plopper, man, use them whopper ploppers. They're not only great for saw guy, getting that top bite, you can work above them weeds, and the white bass just kill them. And they're getting them. They're sizable too. This week, with that hot weather moving in, it may change drastically. So, like I said, you may want to dump your tackle bags and restock. Take a look at what you got. Another mention I wanted to make real quick. While I was fishing Indian Lake, I stopped by Moundwood, and I had a kayak on top of my vehicle. I was approached by a young lady named Jeannie Carlson from U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary. I thought, what the heck did I do wrong? Real nice young lady. If you could see these, she handed me a couple paddle reflector kits. It's probably going to blind you. I seriously doubt you're going to be able to read them. But there's 4 circles here. They go on the tips of your paddles on both sides. And they're very bright in the sunlight. As you can see, they're reflecting off my face. They're to aware other vessels that there's a small vessel coming and keep you from getting run over. There's also a safety checklist down here and a little square information nameplate at the bottom that you can fill out and stick inside of your kayak in case, God forbid, they'd happen to find your kayak and you're not in it. So, also you might get lucky if you lose it going down the road or whatever. Somebody's got your information, they can get your kayak back to you. So I want to thank Jeannie. If you get a chance, those are totally free. Stop in. They're only there on the weekends. She'll hook you up. All right, the crappie. The crappie are being caught under bridges early mornings and at night. You can use a light at night under the bridges and it will react a bite. Now, let's talk about my fishing trip. I usually stop at a little place that I don't even think's marked on the map. It's an island called Post Office Island. And I always stop there to gather my thoughts. It's a real nice, clean little place. Nobody bothers you. It's just, to me, it's a real peaceful place. I always have decent luck there. It's clean. I gather my thoughts for the day there and reflect on some things. And which made something come to mind. There's a bad habit that anglers have, and maybe this will change your luck. I know it will. I always see anglers go stomping right up to the bank, and I used to do it myself. Go stomping right up to the bank. They want to cast as far as they can. Always worried about how far you can cast your rod out to the middle of the lake. Them fish ain't out there. They're standing right under your feet looking at you going, hey dummy, right here. Every fish I caught that day, I caught 2 feet from me, under my feet. Maybe 1.5 to 3 feet deep. And really, the right way to go about that is to sneak up there. Don't go stomping up there. Throw 45-degree angle down the bank. Bring it back this way towards you. That's where they're hiding in the shade right now, up against the bank, under trees, around structure. My day fishing around islands and under bridges produced some crappie, sawguy, perch, bluegill, and largemouth bass. I caught every one of them there at that island. And Black Hawk, the same. I also went to Moundwood next. And under the bridge, caught sawguy, perch, bluegill, crappie. Now, I didn't catch the big ones, but there was a bass boat tucked up right there on the back side of that bridge. He was getting 12 to 14 inch crappie. Nice looking black crappie. So, just like I said, there was just a little bit of current there yet. And he was on the back side of that current on those bridge pillars. I stood there and watched. I don't know how many people were lined up on the park side fishing along the bank. I didn't see a lot of people catching fish, but they were holding there under the bridge. So, Pew Island's producing mixed bags from the bank and out on the boat. Make sure you hit them islands. Fish underneath your feet before you go throwing out in the middle of the lake. It's going to improve your catch. Like I said, not a lot's changed, and we've been very, very lucky. Make sure you have plenty of jerk baits. That fall bite is upon us, and I'm looking forward to it. Other than that, this is probably going to be a short report because, like I said, everything's good, and you couldn't ask for a better August. I'm just hoping next week doesn't ruin it for everyone. But like I said, if it does, it's time to dump in bags and restock everything, do a little organizing, stay out of the heat, stay hydrated, be safe on them boats. The catfish, you're always going to catch catfish everywhere. I mean, they're abundant. They bite on about anything. The perch bite's getting real hot. I mean, they're starting to come in them channels, and they're starting to bite really good. I just haven't seen any sizable ones yet. I'm sure somebody's catching them out there. Um, the the flatheads, they're still on fire, and will continue to be on fire, biting them live baits, small and larger live baits. The white bass have been on fire in the Dream Bridge area. Make sure you use them white twister tails, uh, top water baits. If you see a big school of minnows, start throwing. They're going to be underneath there. Anytime you see a big school of minnows anywhere, there's predator fish under them. They're going to get them. Whopper ploppers, ultimate top water bait. Them white bass will annihilate them, and they're fun. That top water explosion, there's nothing compared to it. It's just a ton of fun. Mike's Bait and Tackle carries Ancient Mariner products for that serious big cat fisherman. Ancient Mariner Products carries a lifetime warranty. Mike should also be getting another shipment of ACC crappie sticks in. Like I said, this goes back to the shipping problems. You know, everything's getting held up in rail yards and things like that. They should be coming in pretty soon, just in time for that fall bite. Mike's got all that live bait for you. Them lively minnows, hand-tied custom jigs, all your rod and reel combos, anything you need to have a successful day out there on the lake. Make sure you stop by and say hi. Everyone have a good weekend. Be safe out there. Stay hydrated. This weekend should still be good. Just be weary of next week and do what you got to do. Tight lines.